Oprah? Oprah! Where are you? She must be somewhere distant, way distant.
How do you know? Asked Chachalaka, the pond and forest reporter.
Oh, well, we would hear her, also from the end of the world, if something like that existed,
answered Miss Croak, Oprah's mother. That loud? Loud and special. Yes, I've heard something. That's why I'm here, explained Chachalaka Wren. The inhabitants of the region would like to hear more about her talents.
Here, yes. Good choice of words. Anyway, where would you like me to start?
Asked Miss Croak. Why not from the beginning? Suggested Mr. Wren.
The beginning, yes.
Oprah's mum sighed deeply and continued.
At the beginning, she was a regular egg, one of the hundreds I left floating in the pond, just there behind your back. Yes, there, under those pink water lilies. Mind, I took good care of them all. I watched them growing and changing hour after hour, day after day. And then, on a really sunny day, I noticed that one of the eggs did not have the same black dot as the other ones. Her dot was orange. Imagine, orange!
And it was not a dot at all. Miss Croak was croaking pretty loudly by now.
It was something like 6 little orange triangles, attached like this.
And she started drawing the shape on the ground.
Something like a beehive.
I see. And then? Asked the reporter.
Well, the metamorphosis, the change started. And while the other eggs hatched into normal greenish tadpoles with dark dots, she had those strange orange beehives, cried Miss Croak, her eyes filling with tears. Of course, as a mother, I loved her and treated her as a mother should. Still.
What about Oprah? How did she feel?
She seemed a happy tadpole, always smiling, joyful, swimming, playing, hiding, eating, and growing, unaware of her different look.
What about the regular changes? Anything particular?
No, her tail shrunk. She got 4 legs and her lungs developed regularly. A normal frog, apart from the orange spots, sighed Mum Frog. Well, Mum Frog laid the eggs in the pond behind those lilies just before it dawned. All but one with a dark black dot, 'cause Oprah had this orange kind of spot. Soon the tadpoles normally hatched, happy, growing, playing, and duly patched, and then got lungs, legs, trunk, and tails. But Oprah had some new and strange details.
Not only, pushed Chachalaka.
Not only,
Miss Croak sighed, even deeper this time. So, pressed Chachalaka a little more.
Yes, all normal, apart from the orange beehives and,
started Oprah's mother. And, Chachalaka wanted to know.
And blah, 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 until blah, blah, blah,
muttered Miss Croak unclearly. I beg your pardon, uttered Mr. Wren clearly.
Until she opened her mouth for the first time,
said Mum Frog in one breath. Until she opened her mouth, you say? Why? Investigated the pond and forest reporter.
Why? Why?
Miss Croak felt uneasy.
All the little baby frogs opened their tiny little mouths and croaked gently and softly and frog-like, as it is expected from a frog, you know. Frogs croak frog-likely, correct?
And continued without waiting for an answer from Chachalaca.
"All but her, of course. Why would she? Orange dots, orange beehives. Why, frog-like croaks? No, of course not,"
burst out Miss Croak, pretty frog-like loudly. No? What did she sound like then? Chachalaca was very curious in that moment.
"Why do you think she got that name?"
asked back the mother. Opera? I don't know, admitted the F&P reporter. She might have got it after her granny, or...
No, opera, from opera, opera singer. That's why,
finally explained Miss Croak. Opera singer? Chachalaca couldn't believe.
Yes, soprano to be precise. The highest of voices, even for frogs.
Opera? A soprano frog? Is this a joke?
I wish it was. Unfortunately, it is true.
Special was she from the very start. Surely normal she seemed and looked so smart. Yet all those spots on Opera's cloak, plus that most unusual high-pitched croak, that's how she got this opera name, 'cause no one ever croaks just the same. And though that might seem like a joke, her mum was serious, and that's how she spoke. I wish, oh wish it was a joke, and not that soprano voice and high croak. Croak, croak, croak. I see. Really unusual, said Chachalaca, after he had heard Opera's croaking in high-pitched voice. She does hit amazing high notes.
Yes, Miss Croak sighed again.
How long had she been like this? Asked the reporter.
Since forever, answered Opera's mum. I mean, since she first opened her mouth as a frog, which is 3 weeks tomorrow. Yes, we've been listening to her high-pitched tones for 3 weeks. Poor me, poor us.
The mother expressed her self-pity.
Mummy, Mummy, look whom I have met, sang Opera. Look, look.
Her mother and the reporter turned towards the excited voice.
Look, Mr. Monkey, Cricky and Rose.
Opera introduced them excitedly.
Nice to meet you, said Mum politely. And you are? Mr. Monkey is a music teacher and a conductor, answered Opera quickly. Nice to meet you too, said Mickey Monkey, bowing his head, and continued, What a wonderful, extraordinary daughter you have. I do? asked Mum in disbelief. Oh, yes, you certainly do. Really? asked Mum, still not convinced. Definitely. If you let her and me work together, we'll make extraordinary things happen, continued Mr. Monkey. What exactly do you have in mind? Chachalaca was curious. You see, started Mr. Monkey and went on, Cricky Cricket is a fantastic instrument player, and Rose Nightingale's voice is exceptional. Yes, so? Miss Croak did not understand. So I can already see them by the pond in the moonlight, surrounded by all the inhabitants of the region. Forest Pond and the neighbouring areas, of course, gestured the music teacher. Okay, But why?
Miss Croak still did not get it. Yes, why? The P&F reporter also did not see Mr. Monkey's point. A concert! Almost shouted the conductor and music teacher. A concert!
A concert?
Asked Miss Croak in disbelief.
A concert?
Asked the reporter in utter disbelief. Hey, listen, do you hear that special croak coming from behind that almighty oak? That's her tone since the day she was born. 3 weeks tomorrow be day, night, or morn. Oh, poor me and poor us all, such a high-pitched croak from a body so small. Look, Mama, whom I have come across, Cricky, Rose and Mickey, Monkey, Big Boss. Wonderful things will happen so soon. By the pond, a concert the next full moon. A glorious concert for the pond. Forest, river, hills, and way, way beyond. A concert, stated Mr. Monkey triumphantly, and continued. What do you say? Are you in?
I don't know.
Oprah's mum was not sure. You? What do you say? Went on Mickey. I'm just a reporter. Excellent! You can publish the news and the invitation. Great! Exceptional! Extraordinary! Marvellous! Fabulous! Absolutely gorgeous! Exclaimed Mickey Monkey exceptionally excitedly.
But we need a concert poster and flyers too, said Mum. Who's going to make them?
They are! Exclaimed the music teacher. They who? Asked Cha-Cha-Lacka.
Who? They?
Asked Miss Croak.
Yes, who?
Wanted to know Opera, Rose and Cricky. They! The readers or listeners, right? Said Mr. Monkey and asked, What do you say? Yes, you reading or listening to this story. Are you willing to help these great guys? If yes, please complete the flyer below. Add, draw, colour, attach, write, whatever you feel will make this a wonderful concert invitation. Deal? And thanks to your invitation, Cha-Cha-Lacka's article in the P&F, the Good News Only magazine, the concert was a big hit, a triumph. Never before had the pond and surroundings been so packed full. Never before had the pond and surroundings seemed so small. Never before had the inhabitants of the pond, forest, and neighbouring areas sung together so beautifully, so happily, and so joyfully. All of them, babies, toddlers, teenagers, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins and friends, all as one. Sing, little babies, all dear friends. Join us, parents, kids, gramps and their no-ends. Grannies, cousins, toddlers and teens. Aunts and uncles should join by all means. And if you want to sing along, you are welcome, don't you wait for too long. And if you have an instrument, trumpets, rattles, drums, you know what we meant. But you can use a comb or a spoon. You play both at noon and under the moon. All as one they all sang, and then they continued in small groups while going home, happy, content, blessed. What a night! What a memorable, blessed night! Later on they all understood that different is just different. Moreover, they realized that something that might seem bad at first may turn into a blessing.